Part 3. Prophetic Significance of Shabbat, a foreshadowing of God's eternal rest. As we traverse the depths of Shabbat's significance, it's crucial to understand that the Sabbath day is not just a historical and traditional observance. Its revelation extends into the realm of the prophetic, casting a vision of God's eternal rest for His people. Shabbat, in this context, serves as a divine foreshadowing or a glimpse of the world to come. The writer of the book of Hebrews in the B'rit Chadashah, the New Testament, sheds light on this profound aspect of Shabbat. In Hebrews 4 verse 9 and 10, we read, "There remains then a Sabbath-rest for the people of God. For anyone who enters God's rest also rests from their works, just as God did from His." This passage speaks about a future ultimate rest that is yet to be fully realized, connecting the weekly observance of the Shabbat to a prophetic promise of eternal rest. Yeshua, our Messiah, who we recognize as the Anointed One, but not as God, plays an integral role in this prophetic outlook. Through His teachings and life, Yeshua deepened our understanding of Shabbat, illuminating its prophetic symbolism. His acts of healing on the Sabbath, Matthew chapter 12, verses 9 through 13, not only challenged prevailing religious norms, but also underscored the purpose of the Shabbat, to bring healing, restoration, and ultimately completion. In Jewish tradition, the Shabbat is often considered a taste of the Olam Haba, the world to come. The day of rest is viewed as a weekly anticipation of the eternal Shabbat, a world repaired and redeemed by God's righteousness and peace. It is a foretaste of the Messianic era, a time when all will rest from their labors and live in harmony with God and each other. In this regard, each Shabbat is not only a remembrance of God's creative work and the Israelites' redemption from Egypt, but also a prophetic proclamation and anticipation of a coming age of peace, rest, and divine completion. It embodies our messianic hope, a hope deeply connected to our understanding of Yeshua as the one who inaugurated God's kingdom, bringing us closer to the ultimate rest promised by God. Rabbi Avraham Joshua Heschel captured this idea beautifully when he wrote, "The Sabbath is a glimpse of eternity. It is a place in time which we build, not in space, but in time. It is made of soul, of joy, and words of holiness." Thus, in observing Shabbat, we are not just participating in an ancient tradition, we are prophetically aligning ourselves with God's eternal plan. In essence, Shabbat serves as a bridge between God's past acts of creation and redemption and His future promise of eternal rest and completion. It is a prophetic institution, a divinely crafted intersection of the temporal and the eternal. And so, as we light the Shabbat candles each week, we are not just illuminating our homes, we are lighting a beacon of hope, shining forward towards the ultimate Shabbat rest that awaits us all.